I remember the first time I thought about shaving my head. It was a fleeting thought, a whisper of rebellion against the constant pressure to fit into society's narrow definition of beauty. The thought lingered in the back of my mind, a seed of defiance waiting for the right moment to sprout. I had always been confident, but there was a part of me that felt trapped by the expectations placed upon me as a woman. Long, flowing hair was often equated with femininity and attractiveness. I began to question these societal norms, these invisible rules that dictated how I should look and feel. Why should my worth be tied to something as superficial as the length of my hair? The more I pondered this question, the more I realized that true beauty stemmed from within, from a place of self-acceptance and authenticity. Growing up, I was bombarded with images of the ideal woman. Perfect hair, flawless skin, and an unrealistic body image were constantly being shoved in my face. These images created an unattainable standard of beauty that left me feeling inadequate and insecure. I spent countless hours straightening my hair, applying makeup, and trying to conform to these unrealistic expectations. It was exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. I realized that I was trying to please everyone but myself. The weight of these expectations was suffocating, and I knew I needed to break free. Shaving my head became a symbol of my desire to shed these societal norms and embrace my true self, imperfections and all. The decision to shave my head was not made overnight. It was a gradual process of unraveling years of societal conditioning. I began to question everything I thought I knew about beauty. Why were certain features considered more desirable than others? Who decided these arbitrary standards? I delved into books and articles about body image and self-acceptance. I surrounded myself with people who embraced their individuality and challenged conventional beauty norms. Slowly but surely, my perspective began to shift. I realized that beauty was not a one-size-fits-all concept. It was about embracing our unique qualities, our flaws, and our imperfections. It was about celebrating our individuality and defining beauty for ourselves. Section 4. The Moment of Truth. The day I decided to shave my head was both exhilarating and terrifying. I knew that this was a big step, a public declaration of my commitment to self-love and authenticity. I felt a mix of excitement, nervousness, and a deep sense of liberation. I gathered my friends and family, the people who loved and supported me unconditionally. Their presence gave me the strength and courage to go through with it. As the hairdresser shaved off the first lock of hair, I felt a wave of emotions wash over me. There was a sense of vulnerability, but also an overwhelming feeling of empowerment. It was as if I was shedding not just my hair, but also the layers of insecurity and self-doubt that had been holding me back. Section 5. Unveiling my authentic self. In that moment, something shifted within me. As the last strands of hair fell away, I felt a profound sense of liberation. I was free from the expectations, the judgments, and the constant pressure to conform. I was finally able to see myself, truly see myself, without the mask of societal expectations. The woman staring back at me in the mirror was not defined by her hair or her body, but by her spirit, her strength, and her authenticity. It was a powerful and transformative experience. I had never felt more beautiful. It was a different kind of beauty, a beauty that radiated from within, a beauty that was born out of self-acceptance and self-love. Section 6. Embracing vulnerability and strength. Shaving my head was an act of vulnerability, but it was also an act of immense strength. It was about choosing myself, my truth, and my well-being over the opinions of others. It was about reclaiming my power and defining my own narrative. The experience taught me that true strength lies not in conformity, but in embracing our authentic selves, even when it feels uncomfortable or scary. It's about showing up in the world as we are, imperfections and all, and owning our story. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but I believe it is our greatest strength. It is in our vulnerability that we connect with others, build trust, and create meaningful relationships. It is through our vulnerability that we find our voice, our purpose, and our power.